Hello, my name is Aiden Baker, and this is my application into the Physical Therapy Assistant Program here at Eastern Florida State College. So the first question wants to know a little bit more about myself. I was born in Minnesota, and then shortly after that, when I was 5 months old, I moved here into Florida, and I can say that I've been here in Palm Bay, Florida my whole life. I've moved from house to house. I finally resided here in Grant, Valkyria, Florida. I graduated elementary, middle, and high school here in Palm Bay, Florida, having graduated from Heritage High School here back in 2023. After that, I started going to Eastern Florida State, and I went there for 2 years before getting my AA degree. And then last year, I took a year off from being in a specific program because I was getting my core classes done here for the physical therapy program, and in hopes that the points that I got from doing good in those classes would get me in. And here I am taking a video for you guys. One thing that I would like to point out is that I love playing sports. I grew up my whole life playing soccer, and then once I hit high school, I started wrestling. Wrestled my 4 years in high school, and then after that, I started going to the gym a lot. The gym is a big part in my life. I competed in a bodybuilding competition a week and a half ago. And yeah, that goes to show that my life really does revolve around the gym, and the gym has brought so many good things to my life. And that kind of rolls into the next question of why PTA, why do I want to be a physical therapist assistant? I think half of that is because, like I just mentioned, I love going to the gym, I love muscles, I love health, I love nutrition, I love learning about that. And then I love also seeing it transcribe into my body and see how my body responds to certain things that certain people say. Along with that, it's very important to learn the knowledge about injuries that could happen in the gym, which that could play a big part in a PTA. The other half is that I like helping people out. I like going out of my way to help people. I think that if this world is I help you, you help somebody else helps out me, if everybody helps each other, this world would be a much better place. So I like helping people out, giving back, making somebody feel special, knowing that I did a good deed. So I think you end up mixing those two together, and somebody that's very helpful, that has the knowledge of muscle health, all that stuff, and then you transcribe that into injuries, which can happen in sports and in the gym, and that's just something that is going to make me want to get up and go to work every day, because it's going to be something related to what I've been doing my whole life. And then the fact that I can help somebody on that, and then that can help me by learning more knowledge, is something that I want to wake up to every day and call a job, but it doesn't even feel like a job. So going on to the next question, it is, what are the top 3 qualities that would make me a great candidate to be in this program? And the first quality that I'd have to say is that I'm a hard worker. I'm going to bust my butt. I've done that my whole life, having a 4.0 GPA all throughout high school. I got my AA with an outstanding GPA, and then these classes that I've been in, I've been grinding my butt off because I've been wanting to get the points. So I got A's in classes that I didn't think was possible before, but that's just because I'm a hard worker and I've set my mind to it. That kind of goes into the next quality, that I'm driven. I'm driven to get to that end goal. I know that if I put a goal out in front of me, I'm going to go get it. For example, I just had that bodybuilding competition. I said that in 15 weeks I would be ready to put something out there that I'm happy for, and I drove and I drove and I drove, and I did everything in my power to get there, and I got to that end goal. So I know that if I'm allowed in this physical therapy assistant program, that I'm gonna drive until I get that end goal, which is that degree. The third quality that makes me a good candidate for this program is that I'm happy, I'm cheery. I like cheering other people up. I like being able to wake up and make somebody laugh. So I think I'd be a good candidate in the program, because no matter if it's a hard day in school, no matter if we just took a hard test, I could be there to cheer them up, make them happy, bring a smile, make a good environment, be a good candidate to work with other candidates so that it feels like a family. Because we're going through this the next 2 years together, so we might as well feel like a family and always hang out, get the work done. So the next question would be, what does professionalism mean to me? In my opinion, I believe that professionalism means that if you're set out to do a task, or if you say that you're going to do something, you're going to be professional about it. You're going to show that you own it, but in a way that's respectful. You're going to dress up the way that you need to dress. You're going to show up the way that you need to show up, because that's what a professional would do. If they weren't a professional, then they'd be lackluster. They wouldn't be doing the things that they don't need to do, but they're doing behind closed curtains, because they're going out of their way to get it done, because they're a professionalist. They know what they're doing, and they're going to give it their all, and they're going to show that, yeah, I should be a professionalist because I know what I'm doing. So they're a go-getter. They're really just somebody that's going to get that done no matter if they have to or not, because they're going to show why they should be looking like that. Now, the last question is, what am I most excited for in this physical therapy assistant program? And I think that I'm most excited for learning more about the muscles. And I know that sounds like a cliche answer to have, but I genuinely do give my life to the gym. So it's always good learning about new muscles. I know that I took anatomy and physiology too, and I learned about the muscles in the leg going down. So coming from that to bodybuilding, where I could do a pose and I could see that line and be like, oh, that was that. I think that that's really cool, and it makes me happy to go around every day and be able to point something out because of something that I'm doing for school, but it's ended up benefiting me because it's something that I'm very passionate about. So yeah, I think that learning about the muscles, how they work, would be the most exciting thing for this physical therapy program. But I'm really just excited to be in a program where I can call something a family with the class that we have. And I'm excited about learning and growing together, and all getting towards that end goal of having a job where I could say that I'm a physical therapist assistant. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about me, and I can't wait to hear back from you.